Hey Fibers, Crooked20 here. So this is about my gig where I will analyze your website, your keywords, and your local market for $5. So how do you know if this gig is really for you? Well, it really is about the keywords that you use in your website to get better position in your local market. And for the basic gig, I will give you a list of things that you can do that will help your position, plus a list of resources. So even if your website promotes a global product or service, I really recommend that you work on your local presence first. Start there. Okay, so my basic gig. For my basic gig, the list will include the following. I do recommend upgrading to the screencast video that describes these actionable items that you can do. It just makes it easier to understand. So I'll look at your suggested keywords and explain why or why not they are helpful. I will discuss a number of search results that your keywords bring up. I will discuss why you want to see pay-per-click ads on the page and whether or not that's helpful. I will show you shortcuts, or I'll show you the shortcut on how to get on page 1, and if your competitors know what the shortcut is and are using it. I'll tell you your chances of getting on page 1 of Google. I will tell you the easiest way to get on page 1 of Google. I will explain how important Google Maps Places is for whatever country you live in. And I will offer you low-cost links to services that can help you promote your website or your business. So just tell me your website, your suggested keywords, your city or town where your business or website is based, and if you're in the US, tell me your zip code, and I'll take it from there. Okay, so if you want fast delivery, that's extra. It's a gig extra. If you want the gig extra where I do a customized keyword research screenshot video, consider that. And ask yourself, do you want a better understanding why your suggested keywords are or are not effective for you? And I do this in a video. So order that gig extra. I'll record my session in a video focusing on your suggested keywords in much greater detail. Okay, another gig extra. How to get on page 1 of Google. Do you want to learn how to get on page 1? I will tell you the easiest way to get on page 1 with a list of steps. Now, do you want to learn how to get on page 1 with the full ebook? I'll illustrate the steps in the book with screenshots. Now, if you want to learn and see how to get on page 1, get the ebook and the explainer video. It covers much more detail, and it ties in with all the tips that I talk about above in the Analyze website, keywords, and local market gig. Okay, so here's a gig extra. If you don't believe me and want to see if the page 1 strategy actually works, well, order the premium gig and I'll get your video on page 1 based on the concepts in the ebook above. That way you can learn how to do it for yourself. And as another gig extra, if you want to see the steps that I went through to get your video on page 1, order all the gigs above as a package, and I'll record a video explaining how I got your video on page 1. So order today and start promoting your website. You are now self-empowered to create your own success. So I'm Crooked20. I'll analyze your website, your keywords, and local market for $5. But if you really want to learn how to get on page 1 and do a lot of other things that will help your website and your internet business see the gig extras. I hope you found this longer video more informative, and I really want to help you succeed with your internet marketing. Thank you.